Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom,
I am Mike.
and today, Mystery Mash Monday. What do we do on Mystery Mash Monday?
Mystery.
It's the day I unleash my wife on the many, many unopened bottles we have on the other side of the room. We try to guess type, we try to guess price, we try to guess proof, whether we think it's finished or not. And ultimately, we're going to grade it before we even know what it is. We have a little bit of everything over there. I've sent a picture in the past on it, and it's ever changing. It
is ever changing.
We constantly end up, if we can find something on sale or something that's new, we constantly keep replacing
Hogsworth or whatever. We had a cute picture of a pig.
No,
Grabbed by attention.
No, yeah, it's just that one's. I can't wait to see what that does when it opens up. That was funky ride, man. That was one of the craziest rides we've had.
I know, but it was another blend.
Yeah,
which they did a great job.
I still will. I'm gonna have to next time I go to the store. I'm gonna have to see what an Armagnac even is. I'm gonna have to see how much they are. I don't hate this nose. I'm kind of getting a.
I was trying to delay. In the meantime, I'm choking.
It's actually bringing me. It's bringing me a fruity aspect in the front.
I'll go with fruit.
Mm. It has a nice little sugary, fruity aspect as you drink it too.
Start.
Yep.
Fruit.
Yep.
And it hangs on.
Oh, I don't think it's proofy.
We're not.
But then again,
we're not in the 80s.
I haven't thought it was proofy yet. Every time I do one
today
lately,
you might be
I
a little off in the.
Yeah.
You're running the lowland today for some reason.
That was tasty though.
No, it was tasty.
On the first sip, I went easy because
it was sweet.
It has a nice color. It had a nice smell to it, but I wasn't sure if it was going to punch me in the face. But
that's all right.
Mm-hmm. I can't go proofing. We're in the 90s. 94 to 96 is where I'm at right now. I may lean on the 96, but I don't think I can go much higher than that. I'll probably change my mind 6 times before it's all said and done, but that's where I am on the proof on that one.
It's not crazy.
Nope.
I'll give you that.
It has a nice flavor,
but it does sit in my throat a little bit.
It carries.
It hangs on.
This could be one of the Thomas Moores. That's what it's kind of reminding me of. It's giving me that fruity presence on the front. You know what I mean? They're not usually proofy. They bring a lot of flavor to the table, but they don't.
A nice nose and a nice color.
Yeah, it has a nice flavor and a nice thing. That's the land I'm living in. I could be convincing myself it's totally wrong because I do that sometimes. But when I tasted it, that's what I locked in.
Out of the 50,000, 50 or better over there.
I know we had a few of them in there.
I didn't think we had them left. I thought we had. It was like,
I think
mine. What I paid double the money.
I don't know if yours is over there or not. But there's still a few of them over there for sure. I mean, there's zero I'm not liking about this. As I'm rolling it on my tongue, I mean, it's not hitting me. If this is a higher proof one, I'm not getting the proof as it rolls around, but it is leaving a ton of flavor, and it does have a decent finish. Not a crazy finish like a high proof one, but it has a good finish.
I would say we could be near 100 though. Mm-hmm. It does have a lingering aftertaste, nice little lingering aftertaste. It does settle in my throat a little bit.
That's why I kind of went with like a 96. I think we're sub 100 for me. That's just it. I'm going bourbon.
We're not far off on our thoughts. So we can't be the same all the time. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it is a bourbon. I'm not getting a hint of the mint this time.
No, we'll see if it keeps changing. Like it took us to the last sip on
Saturday.
It did take us
a little while to wing that one. But
you know when you should know what you're tasting, but you just don't know.
But
what
the nose
and then all of a sudden it tweaks.
Yeah, the nose is a little bit different. And I might have threw another note that then you drew. Oh no, that was a double oak, but it wasn't really an oak, but it was.
It was finished.
It was finished.
It was still finished, so it technically is it's finished in another barrel, so it did have 2 different.
I'm not
sets
getting that in this one.
No,
but almost.
Oh no, I think this is finished.
I was going to say, well, because all the Moors, now you put me in that land, I don't know if we got any that aren't finished in some sort of a wine barrel of some color. So
there is a nice sugary sweetness.
What do they all say?
It has a nice little oaky presence on this.
That company went under. Is that what happened?
I think that's what everyone was saying. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
They
that's
had a
just
great.
started
They
selling.
had a great bottle design, and to me, it was a good flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this 79 was a little rough, but when you got it for 39, that was
Yeah.
that was a
One I got for
bargain and a half.
$29.99. That
Yeah.
was even better.
A
All right.
run to those.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay bourbon.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say 96, 98. I think I'm gonna stay with a 96. I am gonna say finished. Price wise, like it might not be something like this isn't bringing. It has finally settled in my chest a little bit, so I'm getting a tiny little bit of a hug. So maybe it is a little bit proofier than it was. I think at this, the amount of flavor you're getting, I don't believe it's bringing the proof. And if it is a higher proof and I'm just wrong, that's even better.
I might be
I'm
even knocking mine down to 98, but go ahead.
I think upwards of like if I paid like $59.99, I don't think I would hate this. There's a ton of flavor, and it feels like it's finished to me.
I agree, and I agree it's a bourbon. And 59 is going to be ideal. I think we probably paid 79, but that's neither here nor there.
If it is a Thomas More, we probably paid $39, and that's an absolute steal. But I think they average around. It depends
if you bought it or if I bought it.
No, right,
it depends. It depends who was walking through the store at the time. I always enjoy these.
Yep.
I'm B plus A minus all the time with these, so I don't know where you are.
I'm an easy A minus. Yeah, these.
I'm with you.
And this might not be a Thomas More, so this week could be totally wrong. But I'm still in that same grading mode.
It's still going to be a low proof,
yes,
very generous flavor.
Yes,
and it's not crazing you. It's not going to stick around for hours, but it does stick around. It has a nice little lingering effect.
It's certainly not water-esque either.
No,
you're just guzzling it.
Not
it
like
has
not like the
flavor.
other day.
Yeah.
The Scotch that we did, that first one we did.
Yeah, just whoop.
Yeah. That was.
Oh no, yeah.
That was a magical here today, gone tomorrow. Tasty but quick.
Right.
This is tasty and it does linger. So if you got it for $30, that'd be great. But
we could be 100% wrong on what the bottle is, but I think what we described is exactly where I think I want to be.
I agree.
So,
it's just hard to find.
Yeah.
$40 bottles now.
No, 100%. So, all right, let me grab it out of the bucket. And we are 100% wrong because this is not one of them, but this is actually very good. I'm gonna have to find my notes though, so I'm gonna be back.
That's a different looking bottle.
That is, I have. All right, so we are back, and this one has been in the sack for at least a couple of years now, anyways. But this is when it's been in there so long I didn't even remember we had this bottle. So let's get right into the particulars on it. So this one is called Kingsnake Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It comes in at 90 proof, so we're all over that. We got it for $38.99. It's a minimum of 2 years. It's distilled out of Indiana. It's bottled out of Crystal Falls Spirits out of Sevierville, Tennessee. And it says on a thing, Tennessee Legend Distillery. But that's about all it says on this whole label. Like, it doesn't say a whole lot. It does give you where it's distilled and stuff that. But I'm actually pretty shocked. It took us a little while to find it because we were like 3 books in. But it still does have a nice oak. No, for minimum of 2 years. I don't know. That's crazy.
I was just going to say the same thing. It was all of that. You know, and again, the label did stick out. They did a great job. 2 years.
No, you got this up in New Hampshire.
It's not even
2 years ago.
Yeah, it's not even crazy price, and it may or may not still be up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's not a bottle you see around here on a regular basis. This was like traveling through to New Hampshire and $40.
For a 90 proof whiskey, this actually brings a ton of flavor. It actually tastes like it could be finished in some kind of, there's a fruity aspect and there's a nice oaky end. So sometimes when you read the label, a minimum of 2 years, and you're like, man.
Well, and then 90 proof, because actually you could actually see this one.
No,
because you only need glasses as big as could be. But I'm, it was probably even discounted. If I did pick this one up, it was probably discounted a little bit. Usually if I don't know the name when I go through New Hampshire, it'll say was and is now.
Yeah.
So it might have been $5-6 off, and okay, at that went up. Try it then. But it's a pretty good score. It's not, if you're traveling through it in $40, that's not outrageous. It's not a suck one. No, we've had some at 75 and
that barely have the flavor. In fact, we're gonna have one in the next regret because it was just okay. This is bringing a little bit more than okay to the table. And whatever, I think we said A- on this one, and I stand by that. This is not, it's not going to win whiskey of the year. No. But for this price, for $38, a 90 proof whiskey, it drinks with a bunch of flavor.
And if it was kicked up,
if this was
If this was kicked up, this would actually be right up there.
exactly what I was just gonna say.
So-
This would be one of the top echelon.
If
If
this
it was
was
full
114,
proof.
or
Correct.
anywhere,
No,
108 up,
yeah.
that I think we would have been probably raving way more.
And that's where
And
you guys
never
come
heard
in.
of
This says
this ever.
it's a Tennessee whiskey, but then again,
I've been to Saraville. Though. I did work in Saraville.
Did you?
Yeah.
So any of you guys that are down there, do they have a cask strength version of this? Because I would actually be on a lookout for that.
That'd be
because
sweet.
Because this actually for a 90 proof whiskey is carrying. I mean, but I was right around it. I said it was like 94, 96.
Yeah,
but
and I bumped mine down, and then now you drink it. It is. It is
well,
no proof at all.
no, it didn't drink proof, but the flavor lasts.
No,
And sometimes you
yes.
get like the 90 proof or something.
It's just easy.
Like you said, that Scotch we did the other day was 80 proof. You were like, it just whoop.
Didn't mean that.
No, I'm just saying.
You are 100% correct.
It didn't last in your mouth.
No, it affects us, or especially me, right away. It's like, it's just like the dog looking for water. It's like, son of a bitch, where is it?
Where
But-
this one actually has a nice coat. Again, our worst statistic is easily finished. But this
by far we suck.
is crazy because it says a minimum of 2 years, but it has an oaky presence. It actually finishes with an oaky presence to the point where I thought it could very well be a double oak. So
It originally came from where? Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
MGP
Yep.
probably put it out anyways on there. But well, there you go. That's Mystery Mash Monday. Again, this is one at this price. If you want something different, I would actually recommend this.
I agree, and they
Not that
again they've done a
90
great
proof-
job taking an MGB product and brought it
Right.
to a level that's pretty tasty and not crazy price. You're not up there in the $70, $90, and it's like, all right, that sucks.
That's what I was going to say. I recommend it for that point. Are there way cheaper stuff from the legacy distilleries? Yes. That are higher proof and cheaper? Yes. But what I'm saying is if you're looking for something unique and different and that you could share with friends, this isn't an outrageous price.
No,
And it doesn't actually, it has a good flavor.
it does.
It
and
does.
then if
And you're not
you've
killing
never-
anyone
if
at the
you-
90
if you're cruising through,
Yeah.
and it's worth a try. It's not one of them. Okay, great. I spent $40 and it blows.
Right. But please leave a comment down below if you guys have ever seen this in a cask strength, because I would love to try that.
That would be
because
sweet.
this actually, especially if they can keep the price down like they did with this one, you know what I mean? Like where
Even
it's
if it was
not
50,
outrageous.
60, you know that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, if they could put it around the copper and cast prices, you know what I mean, and bring that kind of flavor,
That'd be-
that
velocity. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. And bring it in that range, that it'd be nice to try. So
Yeah,
well, there you go. That's Mystery Mash Monday. That's our review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.